Can you bench 225? I'm talking these two plates right here.
Can you at least give it one rep or two?
It's everyone's most biggest goal on bench, to be honest. And that's what we finna find out today. How many people in the entire world bench 225, aka two plates? Start the intro. Okay, so don't get me wrong. If you can't bench 225, it's not that big of a deal. If you bench 185, 205, 215, dude, you're strong. You're still at a low percentage amongst people. But making it to that 225 milestone, you're now a needle in a haystack. You're an anomaly now. Like, I'm starting to understand the vast difference between people who just don't work out, people who do work out, and to the people who's actually at that tier of strength to bench 225. Like, I'm understanding the vast difference. Literally, one in every 1,000 people that you see can bench two plates. Shit, kind of crazy. Literally, I believe it was roughly 1 million in the entire nation of the United States. Out of all 300 million people here, roughly 1 million only can bench 225. So that means you're probably that's 1% basically, like, compared to 300 million and having just 1 million people, like, that's very rare. It's a lot more of a rarity than what people think. Even KD in his reports of getting drafted, like, dude, he only benched 185. Like, he's a professional athlete. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying every basketball player is lifting that, but it's just like, it just shows like 225 is not something that you just do on the daily. You just seeing super freak athletes do it, so it just make it seem like it's normal. But compared to the rest of the world, no. Like, it is, compared to the rest of the world, it's just it's a scale that don't make sense. I think it's less than 1%. On a global scale, it's 0.075% to 2% in the entire globe. So it just lets you really grasp that concept and just be like, man, like, 225 is no fucking joke. Like, you are a needle in the haystack. Like, it's not even being funny. So, like, getting there, I say it does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of work. It's not something that just can be easily obtained. I know we see people bench 315, 415, 500. Those freak god bodybuilders, like, hey, it's dope. It's what they do. But benching 225, bro, you're already like god tier level in the gym, basically. Just being real. And to be honest, there's actually a way that I can help you get there. Now, let's give a scenario. Let's say your bench max is 215. You would want to find a percentage to where you can do a nice amount of reps, but it still gives you the work to where you can't just easily rep it and not feel anything. So let's say, like I just said, your bench max is 215. You do 65% of 215, which is 145. So let's say you do 145 for 10 reps. Then you say, okay, let's go to 70. From 70, you go from 145 to 165. So now you're like, okay, 8 reps. And then it goes so on and so forth. And then eventually your 65 will eventually become your 55. Then your 70 will become your 65, and so on and so forth. So it's basically, I believe the method is called the pyramid method. I'm not really sure. So with that being said, it's kind of like a pyramid. To be honest, you add more weight as you go about the workout. But as you come back, you know, eat your protein, get your rest, whatnot, you will realize strength in each set that you go through. So you'll be like, oh shit, you know, my 65% is lighter now. Now I can just play with it. And then eventually, in no time, give it about 6 months to a year, you will probably be benching 225. It's not that hard. It just takes a lot of consistent work. A lot of consistent work. But if you want to be a part of that 1%, that anomaly, that needle in the haystack, I guarantee you're going to want to do it. And you can do this naturally. You don't need no goddamn PEDs or fucking, you know, already know all the little drugged up shit that they be having, man. I be feeling sorry for some of the people that be committed to this shit and they just actually just be killing themselves. But I mean, hey, that's them. You know, I can't really knock them. I like to go the natural way, and that's the way I'm always go. But overall, man, I hope this advice really helped you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Peace, much love. Subscribe,
Subscribe, bro.
for real.